Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to the HNU podcast with your host Himalay, and
Urvashi.
if you like, please subscribe and share the video if you like it as well, and
Turn on the post notifications.
that's it as well. Enjoy the video. Do you know what's funny? We have a lot of stories from back in the day. One in particular I want to tell, and I think I've told this before, but we must have been. Well, first of all, I think you were a very aggressive child back in the day, and I don't think that it was by mistake that happened. I think it was.
Oh no, it was on purpose.
It was aggravating
100%.
you, me aggravating.
Yeah.
Aggravating you.
Aggravating.
Aggregating.
You'll stop aggregating me, innit?
Yeah, definitely. We were just a couple of kids chilling. The funniest story I remember though was it was summertime. I must have been around
11?
I was gonna say 10, 11.
Mm-hmm.
Which made you what, 7?
Around about 7, 8-ish.
6, 7? No, I think you were younger. This
you
happened.
realise I'm only 3.5 years.
Yeah. Well, I think this happened a lot longer. I think I must have been 7 or 8 when this happened. So you would have been 5, 5 when this happened. So
I don't think I was 4, but yeah.
you were definitely very young.
I was young, but I was like 5-ish, 6-ish, yeah, not 4.
So I said that 5, 6s.
You said 4,
Anyways.
5.
So we were. I don't know what was happening. I must have been taking the piss or something, and
He was annoying me
she was chasing me and someone else as well. I can't remember who the cousins, and so we just run about, and then she ran back inside. I'm giggling, ha. I had a camera at the time. I was recording, not the full camcorder. It was like the shitty phones.
Little Nokia.
Little Nokia. And then she goes inside, comes back outside. She's holding her hand like this, right?
I'm like, Himalay, I need to tell you something. You know you.
No, you're forgetting the main important thing.
Something important.
She's like, I want to tell you something important. Do you know you? And I came closer thinking, what's she going to say? Whips out a hanger. Right around the face. And then we ran off again. That was hilarious. We had that camera as well. I wish we had the recordings on that phone, because
That was
there's
hilarious.
so many of the recordings.
Mm-hmm.
Like me and the cousins would be recording. Like we used to watch Ryan Higa a lot, like How to Be Ninja and all this other stuff. And we'd recreate these videos in my cousin's room. Oh man, hilarious!
Yeah, I feel like we're very creative. We were very creative kids when it came to like making things. Like even me, Nix, and Ish would be like, making our little movies, like our dances, and like very creative. You look back and you think, oh god damn.
On the laptops,
Mm-hmm.
you lots were doing it. And that.
Yeah.
We had it on the little brick Nokias, recording, and then I remember I found a way to make something disappear. So if you press pause at that time and you put it away and you press play again,
oh yeah,
it's disappeared and it's there again. And I was so fascinated by just that itself. That was funny. I don't think you can do it on these phones.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's a privilege you don't get on most phones. I've never had a phone where you could pause the video.
Yeah, not anymore. Damn.
We have time lapse, but we can't pause the video.
Yeah, shame. That was good times. What's other stories that I remember? I remember when we were in India, we were a bit rebellish. I don't know why we did this. Again, we must have been same age. Well, me, I must have been around 9 or 10 at the time then, actually. 9 or 10 at the time when we went to India for the first ever time. It was for a wedding. And it was the first time where all the family was there, which was pretty sick. The cousins. And there used to be like a bunch of like stray dogs in the area, in the village. And at night, or like during the day, we'd just chill with them, play with them, and they were really cool with us. And one night, we would make, again, we were young, 9, 10. We would make them like throw the dogs at each other, and they'd fight with each other. I don't know why we did it. It was just stupid, but it was something to do when there was nothing to do. I was like,
that's like you guys were making your own entertainment. Can't watch TV. This is fine.
Yeah. this dog versus this dog. We'd name them as well. We had our favourite dog. My favourite dog. We called it Runner, because there was one time where we were coming home, and we'd cared for this dog quite a bit, so it got attached to us. On our way home, this dog actually chased the car all the way to like where we were at the motorway. In the end, we had to take the car. We obviously put it in the car, and then they had to take it home after. But that's why we called it Runner.
Oh.
Little black and white pup, so cute. But then I think I got told that I got run over.
Oh no! Maybe it wasn't the same one.
Maybe it wasn't the same one, but that's what we got told anyway. Because we kept asking when we got back, oh, how's the dog, blah, blah, blah. They must have got sick of it. Yeah, he died.
He's dead. Don't ask us anymore.
Don't know who ran it over.
Can it be like low key just
Yeah.
on the low? No one knows.
Them times. Oh, this is a funny story. So there was a girl that I thought was really cute, and she used to live around the corner to the area that we were living in. And one time I was just really confident. So I woke up, spiked my hair up with a lot of gel, and I put my best shirt on. It was the fire shirt, the flame shirt. I'm sure everyone knows that. Everyone has seen that. You're in year 6, there's a dance. Everyone's got that red the black shirt with the red flames on it. And I walked to her house, and I must have said, like, I don't know what the conversation or the dialogue was. I ended up trying to kiss her. She pushed me away. So I was like, alright, cool, mission failed. Her brother came out later, and I was inside, and 2 of her cousins was outside. They were younger. And this guy was like trying to start on them. I don't know what he was doing. He was just trying to start on them. And the brother was also my age, I think. Anyways, the boys run in, and they go, yo, him, this guy's starting on us. I went, what? I came outside. I saw the guy. And then, let me just like set the scene. There's this, how it works is you walk in the village, and then there's a grass patch in the middle, like splits off, like there's this road this way and a road this way. And then in the middle, there's a little house, like a safe house thing. And the owner used to let the boys just chill in there all the time. Cool guy. Anyways, there was a little fence that blocked it off in it to split the roads. we got into this fist fight, and then I grabbed him and I dashed him over this little fence that was there. And then we just kept beating him, and we all ran inside. And the dad came out, and he was vexed, and he had a bat as well. He was like ready to beat us up. Obviously the parents got involved after, but my God, that was funny. To me, I was like, whoa. The boys don't let it down. Every time we see each other, or majority of the time, they're always like, yo, remember that time that happened in India? That was funny.
That's mad. What a memory to have. You guys would beat the hell out of a kid and be like...
Don't start at me, okay?
But sorry to this kid. Nope, we're not sorry.
Yeah, no, looking back, it was a stupid thing. But again, we were just kids, innit? Just trying to back ourselves.
Fair. Be like, you don't know us.
Yeah, man. Can't mess around with the limber bros.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
India was a fun time. I have a memory in India, and it's to do with you when you got stuck in the Indian trousers. You know, the kurta thing.
Oh, yeah.
There was like 3 cousins trying to pull this one thing.
So,
it got stuck in his ankle.
What happened was, we got him tailored, and I must have told the guy to put it... no, actually, no. He just tightened it a lot more than I needed to. So putting it on was the easy part, but taking it off around my like heel bit, it was like you'd have to cut it to open it, basically. Yeah. But we pulled on it. That's the memory you have.
Yeah, it's in my Snapchat memory. So it literally pops up. Like, yeah, this time, 5 years ago, we were in India.
Yeah.
And it was that time that happened. So. Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
It was.
Yeah, I was breaking a sweat just sitting there trying to get the boys to pull it off me. I was there like this.
Yeah, he actually was. I have a video where he's like, Rav, come on, Rav.
Come on, Rav. It's almost there. I can feel it. Do you know when he feels it? It's like on the heel. It's on the breast. It's just there.
Rav did it. Shout out to Rav.
Yeah. Shout out, Rav. 5 book recommendations. Okay, so I wanted to get into this because I'd wish that someone had told me like 5 books that I could read, but the only problem with that is like wishing that. Well, it's not happened. But also, I think you have to discover what kind of books you want to read and
Yourself.
before you actually can get the recommendations, I guess. Well, the books that I'm recommending, definitely. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I think there's a movie that's coming out soon about it, so we'll see what that does.
Nice.
The Mountain Is You by Brianna Wiest. That book was basically about how to overcome your self-sabotaging, like not getting rid, but acknowledging them, and then you can deal with them however you want to.
Yeah.
Rebel Ideas. What I'll do is I'll put pictures up here of them here. That's a good book. The really interesting thing about that book that I took from it was, if you want things to work, you need people who think differently from you, or people who have different blind spots as you do. Because if you all have the same blind spot, then no one's going to notice it. You get me?
Yeah.
That was a really interesting book. The best story I sort of took from that one, well, not the best, but the craziest one, was how the CIA could have stopped 9/11, everything that happened with that. CIA could have stopped it.
Mm-hmm.
Because but they couldn't stop it, or they didn't stop it because they just didn't. They couldn't really think, because they were all thinking the same. They did all had the same blind spot. They couldn't really think that, oh yeah, this guy that lives in a cave is going to come to the US. You know, they're the best.
Yeah, they underestimated the capability of...
fully.
Yeah.
And they did. They were saying that they tracked all these people that were coming from it. There were guys that were flying the plane and all this stuff. But they didn't do anything because they just thought, oh, I just want to be a pilot. It's all right.
Okay.
Crazy. That's when the CIA changed and they started to realise, oh shit, we need to... But that's a crazy story. And there's plenty more in that book. Rebel Ideas.
It does open your eyes to things, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Okay, the next book, Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. I go on about this guy all the time. David Goggins, probably the most influential person for me in terms of fitness, yeah. Just read this book. This guy he grew up in Louisiana, and he lived 20 minutes away from where the KKK were created.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a black man, and the amount of harassment that he got and the amount of hardships that he had to go through, and for him to be where he is now, inspirational, man. It just shows that anyone can make it. You just have to be willing to put as much work as you want to, or as you can to make it happen. Yeah. Amazing book. And then probably the first book that I'd read, well, I'd say listen to, because Audible is my best friend. The Power of Now. By Eckhart Tolle. This guy, again, amazing book because it teaches you about how living in the moment, living now, is what's actually happening. Because you can think about what you want to do tomorrow, but that's not going to happen until tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, thinking about where you are in this moment and actually taking in like little things like, can you hear that little fan? That's happening now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stuff like that. It helps you to bring your focus into the now. That's a good book. I'll probably listen to that on repeat whilst I'm trying to fall asleep. Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. There's some really good books. I mean, I've not read them, but from what you've told me about them in the past and like right now.
Yeah.
It's definitely, it does get you to see a different perspective or think about things you may have not thought about before.
That's it. That's one main reason why I wanted to start reading, because I wanted to see different parts or different ways of seeing the world.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely best book. Right now, I'm reading, I've said this before, but Anti-Fragile. I'm not even halfway through it, but the way I am is, at the end of the day, I'll just read a chapter. Because I know that I'm not going to sit there and read the book for like 30 minutes. But if I read just one chapter a day, then eventually I'll finish the book.
It's very true.
So, yeah.
It's a good little method you got going.
It works for me. Yeah.
I've tried the whole sit down, read a whole book. And, you know, if I have enough time and I have no distractions, I will actually get through a book. But it's about being motivated enough to actually do that. Like, is that actually what I want to be doing?
Yeah.
And if I find the book interesting, like, I love my fiction books, right? I love my Jacqueline Wilson, and I know that's very primary school, but I like my, you know, storytelling and, like, things about twins and little girls, and that sounds weird, but, you know, like...
What's your favourite book then right now? Well, what's the favourite book you've ever read?
Double Take. It's about twins.
Double Take? So it's about twins?
Pretty sure it's called Double Take. Yeah, by Jacqueline Wilson.
Okay, what's it about?
It's the thickest book I had ever read as well. It was about these twins and, like, their life and their journey of, like, being twins and stuff like that. But, yeah. It was very, like, primary school. I read it in primary school. But that was, like, the first book I remember reading because I loved it that much. And I read it, like, 2-3 times. Then I lost it. But I have books from her that I bought back in primary that I've still not read. So I've got them in my room. I'm just, like, literally, when I have the time, just open it and start reading.
Yeah. What's the book? I've just asked you the question, what's your favourite book? I can't answer it for myself. I don't think I have my ultimate favourite book. I've liked every book equally. They've all brought things into my life that's been valuable, you know? So
Yeah.
I can't really pick a favourite book.
I get you. They've all taught you, like, something valuable, a valuable lesson. Or...
I guess the one that made the most impact, and I didn't even put it on here, but The Secret. Because that was the first time I'd thought that there's another way of living life than just doing the 9-to-5 thing and trying something to get you out of feeling like, what's the point of being on this earth, kind of thing. Not like a suicidal feeling, but you know when you feel so numb to just living. Have you ever felt like that? Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
just feel like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I even doing this?
When you've struggled to find purpose almost, you're like, why are we here? What are we doing?
Yeah. That book kind of, it slapped me out of it, because I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And it was the first book since school days where I actually was willing to listen to something else.
Yeah.
So.
That's good. That is good. I need to look into all of these books. I need to start reading again.
Well, they're right here if you want to. If you want to stop. I was at the train station and I got Marcus Rashford's book. You Can Do It. But as soon as I opened it, I just realised it is a motivational book, but it's more towards kids. Like the way it's written.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not giving it a go, and I can't knock it till you rock it. One of them ones.
Yeah. Make your inner child listen to it first. How would you feel reading that book like 10 years ago? You know? How would that make you feel?
Yeah, maybe I got to read it in that mindset.
Yeah. Or maybe just read it as an adult, and we're not trying to offend you in case you're watching.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm an adult and I'm going to be reading it. So it doesn't really matter. Instinct and gut feeling. Do you listen to your gut?
I do.
Your gut feeling. What do you think it is, the gut feeling?
I feel like it's almost like a foreshadowing, but for your own life. Like, you know how, like, shows do, like, foreshadowing, where they kind of tell you what's going to happen without telling you what's going to happen. It's like, this is a hint into the future. Your gut feeling is almost telling you, like, okay, these are all your options. If you go with this, feel kind of, like, you feel some type of way about it. For example, say you have, like, half an hour left to get somewhere. You'll get there in 15 minutes, but whatever you're going to do up until then will make a difference. Like, say you want to go eat. You want to go out to eat, but the place you want to go is 10 minutes away. That's 10 minutes there, 10 minutes back to where you are, and then straight there. You know, like, it makes a difference. Whatever you do, it has a knock-on effect. So if you're, like, deciding, I want to get out the gym and go somewhere to eat, grab a bite, you know, then you'd underestimate the time you're spending at the gym. This is what happened with me today, guys. This is what happened with me
Okay.
today. I went swimming today as well. Very happy about that. Loved it. I went in a sauna for the first time ever.
Oh.
And the steam room.
Yes,
Yeah.
winning. That's why your skin looks a little clearer today as well. Because the sauna, well, the steam room in particular, that helps you, like, it helps your pores open up. Just make sure you moisturize after, otherwise, shit's gonna get in them pores, man.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So that was your dilemma.
Yeah. So I spent too long in the shower afterwards.
Mm.
But then also something popped up that I wasn't expecting to.
Right.
And so when I received a phone call like, "Are you home?" And I'm like, "No, I literally just got out of the shower. Like, what's going on?" I've only ended up being 10 minutes after the time I was going to leave anyways.
Yeah.
When I did get out. And so I was like, okay, I have time to, like, you know, do stuff. And then something popped up. So I had to rush everything. Rush getting ready, rush getting in my car, rush driving back home. Yeah. I made it on time that I wanted to get here, but it was still late because something else popped up.
See, that's why I hate having things after my workouts, because I have to rush my workouts. It's always fun to not have anything planned. Or you wake up extremely early, so you have enough time or sort of leeway to get your workout done.
Yeah.
Because I don't like timing my workouts. I hate that.
I get you. I mean, for me, it's more about, like, will I have enough time to actually do what I want to do? Like, if I'm going up to the gym, which I did today, go up to the gym, go on all the machines I want to go on, like, work out whatever I want to work on. And then I wanted to go swimming today. I was adamant, I'm going swimming today. So I went swimming as well. And, as I said, sauna and steam room. And then, yeah, I got all that done. It was literally just after when shit started popping up. I'm like, oh, God damn it. I planned everything perfectly.
Well, going back to the question, the gut feeling. Do you listen to your gut? So you feel like your gut feeling is foreshadowing, like you said.
Yeah.
Should you trust your gut feeling all the time, every time?
I think it depends on how well you know yourself. Like, for example, if someone has a lot of anxiety, their anxiety could be mistaken for a gut feeling. You know? Being like, oh, I don't want to go out in public. I don't want to do this. Like, your mind starts to play tricks on you. What if this happens? What if that happens? Do you really want to be in that situation, you know?
Right.
And so it's like, if you're going to let that affect you and take that as your gut feeling, you shouldn't trust it all the time.
So I guess you can't trust your gut feeling all the time, but it depends on the situation. And yeah, because I agree with that. It does depend on the situation that you're in, where you can either take your gut feeling, or if not, and it's something that you can not get help in, but, you know, ask someone what they think about it.
Yeah.
Then I guess you're okay.
I'm starting to learn that, like, everything doesn't have to be done on my own. I have so many people around me that I could ask for advice, or people that are willing to be there for me, to put, like, you know, to literally put me first if I need to be. And so to be able to actually ask for help when I'm feeling down, when I'm feeling, like, whatever, people are there. I'm not always going to be alone, you know? Because I feel like up until I realised that, everything was just kind of bottled up, kept to myself, or I preferred to deal with things on my own and then, like, reveal it in my own time. But sometimes it helps to just deal with it then and there with whoever's around you, you know?
Yeah.
Or whoever's there for you, so.
Yeah, you don't have to do it on your own. You can't ask for help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do listen to my gut feeling. 9 times out of 10 I am right with going with my gut feeling. However, that 1 out of 10 can creep in sometimes. And again, it is more to do with the anxiety, mistaking it for anxiety, or letting your anxiety sort of pour into your gut feeling, and then you get swayed by it. Yeah, I think it's just normal though. I think it's a part of trying to... Because once you've done that, made the decision, and whether it goes where you want it to or don't, then you know for next time, okay, cool, well, that's how I felt in that moment. Next time, let me see what happens.
Yeah. I think sometimes it is good to take risks. And I'm not saying, like, Don't be like, your gut feeling is telling you, like, screaming, don't do this, and you're like, I'm gonna do it. No, I mean,
No,
like...
but sometimes your gut feeling does feel like that. Working out is the biggest example where you feel like you don't want to do it. But that's the thing. Feel. If you can't trust your feelings sometimes, then your gut feeling, which is a feeling. So, yeah. But sorry, you were saying, where were you going with that?
I forgot.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
But I do. 9 times out of 10 listen to my gut feeling.
that's good. Oh, I remembered. Sorry, I remembered what I was saying out of the blue. Yeah, it's like that there is going to be times when you're going to want to say no to something, but then, like, you're low-key like, I'm curious. I want to try this.
Mm-hmm.
So what's holding me back? And then you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to try it. And it could go one or two ways. Like we said, like, it could go, parts of it could be brilliant, parts of it could be horrible. It could be all brilliant, it could be all horrible. Like, but you won't know until you try it. And experiences is what shapes your character and who you are.
Question of the day. Are you open to change?
Yes, I accept change.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it might take me a second if it's something like I was very, very used to.
Yeah.
But gradually, I'll learn to love it too. Hopefully.
Yeah.
And if not, I'll learn to deal with it.
I'm definitely open to change. I think without being open to change, you live in a very narrow-minded life. Yeah.
Sorry, that was me, like, trying to cover up my yawn.
Mm.
I'm very tired.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you for making it this far.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yes.
We really appreciate it.
We really do. Please like, subscribe.
Oh, we really do.
We really do. And share if you like it.
Yes. And don't forget to put on the post notifications too.
Oh,
See you next week, guys.
Peace.
Bye.